Adam Silver the last couple years has been implementing rules within the NBA, whether it be changing the All-Star format multiple times, whether it is including the in-season tournament, including the play-in tournament, or the bubble overall. Adam Silver has been trying to make changes to the NBA to make it more enjoyable and make the regular season matter to a certain extent. Well, a couple years back, he implemented a rule called the 65-game rule. And for those of you who are unaware what that means, all that means is that NBA players to be eligible for any major NBA award, such as MVP, DPOY, Most Improved Player, all NBA teams, all defensive teams, and so on, you have to play a bare minimum of 65 games. So therefore, you can only miss 17 games within the season. If you miss 18 games, you cannot win a single award. Now, I might be saying, oh, that's obviously to counter the idea of load management, in which you're correct. The NBA had a huge problem for the last decade or so of NBA players being load managed, basically not playing games just for rest. There wasn't really any significant injuries wrong with them. They just wanted to rest their players so that they'd be ready for the playoff. Basically sacrificing regular season wins for the idea for their star players to be healthier in the playoffs. Years later, as time went on, players started resting more. We saw LeBron take games off, Curry take games off, KD take games off in meaningless regular season games. It got to the point where we started seeing LeBron and KD match up against each other less and less, and still making all NBA teams, and so on. So what did Adam Silver do in order to counter it? Well, he decided to implement this rule of 65 games. As of 2026 season, this rule has been working the way he thought it was. It's not about players missing a lot of games. That isn't the issue here. Is that these players are dealing with real injuries right now. They aren't just sitting for the sake of sitting. They are sitting because they can't play physically, and we're seeing that clear as day. And the injury-prone players that were missing games before the rule was implemented are now still missing games. Because as of right now, Zion Williamson has missed 16 games, Kawhi has missed 13 games, and Embiid is already ineligible for any NBA postseason award because he's already missed 20 games. And also LaMelo Ball has missed 10. So therefore, that is 4 NBA players right there who are missing games before the rules implemented, who are still missing rules to this day, to the point where players like Zion and LaMelo Ball are coming off the bench so that they don't miss even more time. And then you have a whole different tier of player, the older players. LeBron has missed 17 games this season and Curry has missed 11. That means if LeBron misses one more game, he is ineligible for any NBA awards. That means his streak of 20 plus years of making all NBA teams ends because Adam Silver implemented this rule. It's not because he's resting, it's not because load managing, it's because he is 41 years old. Nothing to do with resting and load managing. The guy is just old. Same thing goes to Stephen Curry. He's missed 11 games so far this season. He could only miss 6 more. And if the Warriors are struggling, putting him at this pace, he is literally one ankle turn away from not making an all-NBA team. And now we have the main reason why I'm making this video. Some of the top 10 players in the league today are almost ineligible of making any all-NBA teams. Starting off with Luka Doncic. He's missed 8 games so far this season, 2 of them being because of the birth of his daughter, but then again, Luka can only miss 10 more games the remainder of the season. Wembanyama has missed 14 games, mostly due to a calf strain, with the Spurs being very cautious, coming off the bench for majority of that time on his way back so that he could be eligible to make all-NBA teams and potentially win DPOY. Because if he misses it again, if he misses 4 more games, he cannot win anything. And now we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, multiple-time All-NBA player, multiple-time MVP, and so on and so forth, is right now ineligible to make any All-NBA teams. He's missed 16 games. He's not coming back next game because he's out for another month and a half with another calf strain because he keeps coming back in the fear of missing an All-NBA spot. But now he's out for another month with another calf strain he's been dealing with the entire season because he's been trying to rush back in order to be eligible to win any awards. Now Nikola Jokic has missed 16 games right now in the NBA. If he misses 2 more, he is done. And we don't know when Jokic is coming back. His talent keeps getting pushed. I don't know. More than likely, Jokic won't be eligible to win and to make the All-NBA. So that is another player down. So that's 3 top 10 players in the league today who aren't gonna make any All-NBA teams. And on top of that, like Victor Wembanyama, this is back-to-back seasons where he won't make any All-NBA teams, all defensive teams, and another DPOY snub from him. because last season he was a clear runaway winner, and Evan Mobley won it because who the hell else was gonna win it? It was Wemby up here and then Mobley all the way down here to comes defensively. Their defensive gap was so big last year because Wemby got blood clot towards the end of February. That is the reason why he didn't win. Wemby right now is on pace to not make any All-NBA teams or even win DPOY. That is the second DPOY snub of his career, which is going to bite him in the ass in the long run. Especially people later on down their careers start talking about accolades, start talking about what ifs and this and that. Oh, if this player is the GOAT, Wemby not having these accolades because of his injuries is going to put him down on that pedestal. So it's about another year from not winning DPOY. Defense makes it damn near impossible to really gauge how great these players are going to be later on in their careers. When the careers end, we look back and look at their resumes and go, damn, Victor Wembanyama was only a 6-time All-NBA player? Crazy. Oh, Giannis, after he hit 30, he stopped making All-NBA teams? Huh. Wonder why that is. Huh, Adam Silver? Well, players in the 90s were making it playing 40 to 45 games, and now you're pigeonholing these NBA players current day to you have to play 65 seems a bit extreme. Now let's take a look at the All-NBA teams of last year to see who will make it and who won't for this year. Obviously, Giannis, we said he won't make it. Jokic won't make it. Tatum, obviously, towards Achilles, he won't make it. LeBron won't make it. Steph is still 50-50. You know, he could miss 6-7 more games and be ineligible for All-NBA slots. Halliburton won't make it, and then Dub won't make it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players out of the 15 from last year aren't going to make it this year. That is half of your All-NBA slots are just ineligible. It's not about the way of play. They just are ineligible to play enough basketball games to win any awards. So now you're stuck where it comes to the end of the season and you need players to fill out to the All-NBA slots. You're still going down the list. Oh, he can't make it. 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 You're going down and down the list. So now you're having players who wouldn't even be All-NBA, who borderline All-NBA third team players, have even a case to make All-NBA first team only because of these injuries. The fact that 3-time MVP and Nikola Jokic isn't going to be an All-NBA player this year because he might play 63 games instead of the 65 is crazy to me. Jokic can end the season playing at least 60 games, right? And you're telling me that 5-game difference is the reason why he can't be an All-NBA player? That is crazy to me. If a player plays 30 games, sure, obviously not. Plays 50, you can even debate it. But players aren't making it playing 60 games because they missed it by 5 games. Because they dealt with real-life injuries. Isn't any load management, isn't resting. They are dealing with real-life injuries. And we've seen it 2 years ago with Tyrese Halliburton. He played through a shoulder injury, which resulted in his body breaking down. Halliburton, back-to-back seasons, played through injuries just so that he could be eligible to make all NBA slots. And what did that cause? Oh yeah, NBA Finals Game 7, he tore his Achilles. And now, what do you have to pay for it? Oh yeah, he missed an entire calendar year only because pushing through the play games in the regular season. And then, yes, even though this rule has been implemented, we thought, hey, players will miss less games. No, because when a player gets hurt, they always take the side of caution. Because playing a meaningless regular season game on a Wednesday against Washington Wizards does not matter. They're going to sit that game 9 out of 10 times if they're dealing with some type of injury. This rule is stupid. It's a dumb goddamn rule who's holding players' accolades by the balls because they deal with one slight injury that might sideline them for 2 to 3 weeks, and there goes all your eligibility. And with players not being eligible for all NBA teams, that leaves a lot of money on the table for them because a lot of these players' contract incentives are to be all NBA teams and they get bonuses. So they lose out on money because they played 62 games, 63 games instead of 65 games. Is that really a good thing in hindsight if we think about it? Because they're missing out millions of dollars because they played 2 less games to be eligible. Even though their stats clearly show that they are all NBA caliber players, but because they missed 2 more games that they were supposed to, they can't be eligible for that contract. They lose out money. For what? And then you have teams like the Spurs, the Thunder, and even the Magic to a certain extent who are going to benefit off of this because players like Chet, Dub, Wemby, Paulo, and Franz have missed a lot of games in their careers, and when it's time to give out contracts because they haven't made all NBA teams, they haven't made all defensive teams, they can't get the Supermax because that's how that works. You make all NBA, you make all defensive, you're eligible to get a Supermax. Because these players can't make it because of the rule, they won't be able to get the Supermax. They lose out on money. It opens up more cap space for these teams to be absolute dynasties. This helps teams and owners more than it helps the players. At the end of the day, you are stopping these players from actually getting the money that they earn and they deserve because they played 62 to 63 games instead of that 65, which is stupid if you really think about it. The NBA is really killing itself with the 65 game rule. It's not as good as they thought it was going to perform. I am heavily against it. I will always be heavily against it because it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen implemented at my own goddamn two eyes. The idea of it worked, but when you really sit down and break it down, where that players are generally missing games because they are pushing their body to extreme limits just to hit this, it is just not worth it. But let me know what you guys think of the whole 65 game rule down in the comments down below. While you're at it, look at my last video. I'll talk about the Los Angeles Clippers and how they flipped their season around. And as always, go hard on them dudes. Salute.